are streaming. So no UFC this week, which is a real shame. But instead, we are doing a cheeky little live stream. This should be nice and kind of relaxed. Obviously, we're going to jump into the chat, get your thoughts. So this could be quite fun. I'm quite up for this. You can see as well, as soon as Thunder Rosa said to me, jump onto the stream, straight away I was like, do you want me to come round? Do you want me to come round? And she was like, yes, I do. I want you to come round. And so that's where we are. You can see via the background, I am round Thunder Rosa's house. So, yeah, very excited about that. She's already made me some tea. Not as great as what you get in England, but she tried. And that's all that matters. So very much appreciate that. But yes, we are going to do news and rumours first. So let me jump into the chat to say hello to people that are joining us all the time. Hello to Trini. Hello to Richard Plus Films. Hope you are well. Anthony, how you doing, buddy? Again, this is completely unplanned. You might remember yesterday we said we wasn't going to do a stream, but this kind of came out of nowhere, largely thanks to Thunder Rosa. So, yes, this is completely unplanned, but there is a big story that we need to talk about. And we need to talk about WrestleMania because news has broken through that WrestleMania is going to be recorded. It is going to be taped. And there's a big concern about spoilers because you know how these things leak. Yeah, it's only going to take some sound technician or someone that works in the background, some part-time jobby that is going to leak the news out. So, yeah, there's a big concern that we might actually get spoilers for this. I really hope that, because I promise you now, if I hear anything, I am not going to do a video on it. I'm not going to talk about it. I won't mention it on stream, but I don't want it ruined. I just don't want it ruined at all. So I'm really hoping that the spoilers don't come out, but apparently next week on Wednesday and Thursday, WrestleMania 36 is being recorded. So not live. I don't know if any parts of it are going to be live. I would imagine not. I would imagine they'll probably edit the whole 2 days. I don't mind so much. I think we've seen with Miz TV that you can do some interesting stuff. Obviously, no, it wasn't Miz TV. It was the Dirt Sheet, wasn't it? But it had Miz and Morrison on it. And they went into the crowd and they were dressed as the New Day. They were dressed up as Heavy Machinery. They were wearing bacon. It was confusing. And the Usos as well. And it was a fun little segment. I thought it was pretty cool. So it kind of gives you an idea of something they can do. You know, they can kind of explore. I mean, I think for someone like Bray, it's going to be brilliant. If you think about Funhouse Bray, there's nothing stopping him being in the ring and then the Fiend coming out. They can't normally do that because they are one and the same. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think for Funhouse Bray, for the Fiend, it really opens up a whole world of possibilities because now you could imagine that they're wrestling a match and then all of a sudden Funhouse Bray disappears and in the stands is the Fiend. And then he disappears and then over there it's the Fiend. And then he disappears and on the Titantron it's Funhouse Bray. Or, do you know what I mean? Like, they could do things along those lines. I'm not sure if that's what people would like to see, but I'm just saying that this opens it up to that kind of possibility now. So I'm all right with WrestleMania being recorded under the circumstances. The only thing I don't want, is I do not want spoilers. So that's my big concern. Johnny Bates, spoiler, Johnny Bates is going to attack the Fiend. There we go. Marcus J, hope you are well. What's happened? What's happened? Says Marcus J. Nothing to worry about, my friend. Normally we would be doing a UFC stream, but obviously we can't do a UFC stream right now because there are no UFC shows actually postponed for the next 3 weeks. Tonight was meant to be UFC London. It was a show that I was very much looking forward to. But, yeah, sadly, no UFC shows at the moment. I think they are showing some replays and recaps of things. But to be honest, I mean, that's the kind of thing that I would watch. But probably not stream or do a watch along for. So, yeah, I wasn't sure what we were going to do today, but then Thunder Rosa reached out. So, we're definitely going to be watching her live stream in just over 50 minutes. But I wanted to talk about the latest news and rumors and the big story, WrestleMania 36 being recorded next week. Shout out to Wrestling Daze Jr. How you doing? Michael Thomas says, is the Stardom stream on Monday or Tuesday or Thursday? I think Stardom are doing a free YouTube show on Monday. Might be worth just going over to their YouTube channel. I haven't checked it yet, but for those of you that are interested in watching some live wrestling with a crowd, then Stardom are doing a show on Monday, and they are quite a big promotion over in Japan. So crowds are allowed back to Japanese shows, so that should mean that we might start seeing some New Japan Pro Wrestling coming through. I haven't actually looked to see what the situation is with New Japan, but it can't be too far away from them starting back up again. So that's quite an interesting development. That's going to be something to definitely keep an eye out for, because New Japan gave us one of the best shows of the year so far with Wrestle Kingdom. And it's worth mentioning that that was across 2 days, and it worked. It was absolutely fine. It was brilliant, actually. So I've no issue with a 2-day WrestleMania. I've no issue, under the circumstances, with it being recorded. It's just spoilers. Will WrestleMania be on TV? Yes, but not next week. Obviously, it's going to be a couple of weeks away. So it'll be on the 4th and 5th of April. So as scheduled, but it is going to be a 2-day event. And of course, if you're watching and you're not subscribed, but I know that you are, make sure that you're joining us, because we will be doing watch-alongs for both of those days. Obviously, I think there's a real good chance that we'll do WrestleMania 30 tomorrow. It's being shown on ESPN. So I'm really tempted to do a watch-along. I kind of like these chilled streams. I gotta be honest, the ones where it's like we're not having to like really pay attention to stuff. So I kind of like these streams. We don't do them that often. And like tomorrow, I've already seen it. You've already seen it. So we can watch it, talk about what's going on, but do you know what I mean? It's not as if, oh, what's going to happen? I wonder who's going to win, Brock Lesnar or The Undertaker. So, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be so essential that we're watching every single second. So I do think that might be quite fun. And then we got Raw on Monday, NWA on Tuesday. I think it's the return of Power. NXT and AEW, no Blood and Guts, unfortunately. Don't know if you heard that news, but Blood and Guts has been postponed. It was meant to be next week, but now I think they've pushed it back a week, maybe even longer, I'm not sure, but it's definitely not next week. So yeah, no Blood and Guts by AEW next week. We're still going to get like original content, so they're still going to give us a new show. It's not going to be a repeat or a taped segment or anything like that. So apparently like Jericho's coming face to face with Matt Hardy. That's what they've announced. So that's going to be on AEW, so that sounds good. And then, of course, we've got SmackDown. I don't know what we do next Saturday. Probably nothing. And then on Sunday, I think ESPN are showing WrestleMania 31. So again, depending on how tomorrow goes, if we do it, I think we will, then we might do WrestleMania 31 as well. So it's a weird time. And I know that a lot of you are sat at home just bored, because I kind of feel the same in many ways. It's very strange time at the moment, but yeah, you know, it's great that we've still got wrestling, we've still got things going on, there's still rumours and things to talk about, and as we said, big story coming out that WrestleMania is going to be taped next week. AJ Parker, shout out to you, buddy, says, spoiler, I just dropped another super chat. Shout out to you. The Pickle One says, do the Rob Gronkowski dance. Dude, I did that yesterday, and that really was a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Let me tell you, once in a lifetime. It's very funny to see the amount of memes that have been created. I don't know if you've seen, but people have actually taken that footage of Rob Gronkowski, and they've thrown other things on top, other pieces of music. I've seen him coming out to Girls Just Want to Have Fun, which is as hilarious as it sounds. So Rob Gronkowski kind of doing his... there was limbs everywhere. So he was coming out doing Girls Just Want to Have Fun. And I've seen another one where he's coming out to the WrestleMania music. You know, we've sung it a few times. The classic WrestleMania theme. Someone put him coming out to that. So, there's people definitely having fun with the Rob Gronkowski segment. And kind of, as I suspected, it wasn't very well received. People really laying into it. So, hopefully WWE see that, maybe take it on board. I doubt they will. I fear we're going to get more of the same. Daze, what is your favourite wrestler of all time? Probably The Undertaker, bud. Probably The Undertaker. Do you think SmackDown and Raw should stop showing empty seats and should black out the background, especially for WrestleMania? Shout out to you, William. I hope you're well. Yeah, I do. I've said that before, that I think they should. I know there's an argument that wrestlers should be at ringside, but you can only have so many. You can't fill the crowd with wrestlers because you're not allowed to have that many people at ringside. Otherwise, there would be a crowd. So all you could do is have a few wrestlers at ringside, like AEW did. And I actually thought parts of that worked very well, but I don't have any confidence that WWE would be able to do it as well. I kind of feel like they would be very distracting. They might take away from the match. And I just think the way that AEW did it was brilliant. They didn't really show them too much. They literally just had them at the sides. You didn't even see them when the matches were on, but you could just hear shouting. And what I liked about it as well is that you could understand why they were shouting. Like MJF was shouting because they'd already told you earlier in the night he was placing odds. He was actually betting on who was going to win the matches. So of course he's shouting out and cheering people on because he wants his bets to win, the people that he's, gambling on. So I thought that was very clever, the way that they actually told that story and explained as to why MJF and Sean Spears were shouting. And it did provide a little bit of atmosphere, and I thought that they did it very well. As I said, I've got no confidence that WWE would be able to do the same because I think their hard cam is still going to be facing that way, facing the chairs. And if you put wrestlers in the front row, you're going to see them all throughout the matches, and you're going to pay attention to them more than the match. And it's just going to take away. I really would not want that for WrestleMania. So I think the only other option is that you do have it all in darkness and literally just a light on the ring. The other thing as well that I do think is quite interesting is they've got in headquarters, the WWE headquarters, they've got a green screen room. It's a 360 room. We have done a video on this. But I appreciate that you guys don't get opportunity to watch every single thing that we talk about. But yeah, it's a green screen room. They could put a ring in the middle of it, and then they could literally put up whatever graphic they want. So they could put a crowd in if they want a crowd. I mean, it might look a little bit strange. I don't know how the fans would react to that. I personally would prefer it if they were to take them to a very weird place. There's been people saying, why don't they, have a swamp? Why don't they do something like that and then put the ring in for, like, Bray Wyatt? That would be, very, very interesting. Bray Wyatt versus John Cena. Kind of be a little bit like the 2K20 download packs. They could do stuff like that. They could do anything. They could go to outer space. They could do anything. They could go to a different world, or they could go to a bar, or they could do anything. That's the great thing about this green screen room. And because it's all being recorded, they can edit it and make it look really, really good. So I don't know what we're going to see. I don't know what we're going to see in regards to WrestleMania, but I think just having matches in a ring and being able to see the empty seats is not that exciting for me. Not when there's so many other things that they could do. So yeah, it's going to be, we're going to be talking about this WrestleMania for a long, long time. Daze, my Twitter isn't working. I'm sorry to hear that. I haven't been over onto Twitter actually since we started the stream, so I have no idea if mine's working or not. I probably should let people know that we are live, thinking about it. But yes, I hope everyone is well. We are, as I said, going to be going to the Thunder Rosa live stream. Joining Thunder Rosa. For those of you that don't watch NWA, she is actually the current NWA Women's Champion. What's really cool about that is the NWA Women's Championship has kind of been the Women's Championship for ever. Like Fabulous Moolah, she held that title for like 20 odd years. She did technically lose it, but WWE ignored whenever she lost it, and so officially she held it for, I think it was 26 years, and then she finally lost the title in WWF in the 80s. So there's a real history to the belt, and how amazing that the current women's champion is doing a watch-along tonight, doing a live stream on her YouTube channel, and she wants us to join her. She actually called out our community. There's a little video on Twitter that blew my mind, where she was like, Wrestling Daze, the community, come and join us. We'd love to see you guys over there. So that's a big reason why we're streaming, and we will be joining her in about 40 minutes' time. In regards to news, obviously we've been talking a lot about the WrestleMania being recorded. Obviously Gronkowski's getting an awful lot of press, but I can't say that it is positive press, to be honest. I just kind of feel like I feel like they've really missed the mark on it. Even Gronkowski fans are a bit like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm into this or not. There's an interesting story, though, from Ringside News. It says that WWE are closing the Performance Center for coronavirus concerns. So it means that people can't train there. No one can go there. This is the base. This is the heart of WWE. This is where all of the trainees go to use the gymnasium, go to promo class, go to practice in ring. But of course they cannot afford to have so many people around and potentially carrying the coronavirus. So right now the Performance Center is closed. You can't go to it. The NXT wrestlers are just having to train elsewhere, train at home, look after themselves, kind of a thing. Because obviously it is so important that the Performance Center is completely free of the coronavirus. If the coronavirus gets into the Performance Center, I honestly don't know what WWE do. My guess would be that they would have to switch to the headquarters and everything would have to come from there instead. So yeah, quite a concern as to what's going on at the moment, and WWE taking no risks. Have you received your complimentary mint soap? I have not. I definitely should get some complimentary mint soap, but unfortunately I have not. I just upgraded to 5G for free. Amazing. Hello to Ashton. Hope you are well. Callum says, can I get a shout out for my birthday? Yes. Shout out Callum Nightingale. Hope you're well, buddy. Mihamis Lewis says, is WrestleMania still on? It is, my friend. Do you know, I find this quite interesting, the fact that we're surrounded by so much WrestleMania news and it's been changing all the time. And obviously, was it last week? Only last week? It was on in a stadium. 80,000 stadium. Now it's going to be on at the Performance Center in front of no one over 2 days, and it's recorded. So there's been so much news in such a short space of time that it's no surprise that people haven't got a clue what's going on. So yes, my friend, WrestleMania is still happening, but it is now being recorded. It's still going to be on the network. It's 2 days long. Not like 2 full days. It's going to be, they haven't even said actually. And my guess is that it's going to be around about 5 hours each day. That's my guess. I should imagine they're going to want to put out as much content as they can. Really make the most of, because people are going to be watching that WrestleMania. That's going to be the thing that weekend. So I think they're going to want to put out as much as they can. So yeah, 2 days at the Performance Center. No crowd. Very, very interesting. Daze, why are you not giving Steve and Dan a shout? I have no idea what you're on about. I've not seen. I can shout out Steve and Dan. There we go. Shout out to Steve and Dan. Steve and Dan, if you requested it, I did not see it. Tyler Kun Williams. Shout out to you, my friend. WrestleMania is over, party. Also, stay safe, everyone. What, you think it's done? You think WrestleMania's gonna flop this year? I'm not so sure, you know. I'm really not so sure. I really think that it's going to do well because there's no competition. I think that there's some intriguing matches. I think that Edge and Orton, in particular, has had a very good build. And I think people want to see that. I think Fiend is still very popular. Him taking on John Cena. John Cena coming back. I mean, John Cena, again, big name. Becky, you know, big name. I'm not so sure that Shayna is, but it's an interesting match for wrestling fans. I think that Rhea and Charlotte, you know, be all right. Goldberg, obviously, on the card. Roman. I don't know. You look at it and you go, do you know what? It's a decent card. It's maybe not the card I would have booked. It's maybe not the card that I would have wanted. But on paper, it's a decent card, and I think it'll please quite a few people. And the fact it's still going ahead, it's got no competition, it's over 2 days. I don't know, you know, I don't know. I'm still quietly confident about it. I'm still quietly confident. Right, apparently some more news. A WWE stable has been given a new name. I think this was revealed on SmackDown. So it's Shinsuke, Cesaro, Sami Zayn. They are now known as the Artist Collective. That is their new name, the Artist Collective. So not sure how you feel about that. I feel like they could have come up with something a little bit better, but there we go. Kenny Rogers, yes. Not the news that I was expecting to talk about, but Kenny Rogers has sadly passed away. I've got to tell you, my grandparents loved Kenny Rogers, so I kind of grew up listening to his music. Whenever I'd go round and like spend the day with them, and we'd go in the car, they'd always have Glenn Campbell, Kenny Rogers on. They loved like country music, so yeah, it's really sad news. Really sad news. It gives them time to record Sting and Undertaker. That is a rumor that's going around, but I don't know. They've ripped off the Nightmare Collective. I've got no idea why anyone would want to rip off anything to do with the Nightmare Collective. Why would you want to touch the Nightmare Collective at all? I've got no idea. It was hardly a rip-roaring success. So, yeah, very strange that they would go that way. Tyler says, oh no, it's definitely a good card. It's got some intriguing matches, but no crowd. And the chance of cancellation hinders my excitement, but we shall see. It's, you know, Bud, it's good points. You're making good points. I don't disagree that I think we're all a little bit on edge about it because we don't know what to expect. We don't know what to expect. Look, after watching that Gronk segment on Raw, I am fully preparing myself for the worst. I mean, like, if that is any indication of what WrestleMania is going to be like, if that is what the opening segment is going to be like at WrestleMania, I'm not sure I'm going to make it all the way through. Because that was honestly one of the worst segments I've ever seen. I would have loved Gronk to have come out. Don't forget, I don't know him. I'm sat here in Thunder Rosa's house. And I don't know him. I don't know him from Adam, so he means nothing to me. So I would have liked him to have come out and, you know, said, look, it's a real honor to be here and kind of find out a little bit about him. Instead, he came dancing his way down like some kid that had just been plucked out of spring break. And I, for me, just completely the wrong first impression. So, yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I think there's absolutely reservations, but I do think people are going to give it a chance. Mainly because there's nothing else and they've got to. Mainly because they're being forced. There's nothing else to watch. This is like Vince McMahon's dream. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't have anything to do with coronavirus getting out there, because everything's been shut down. Now the whole world is going to be forced to watch a 2-day WrestleMania. He is loving it. Gronk is a bad actor. Broken Matt needs to delete the coronavirus. Tampa Bay for WrestleMania. Yeah, I should imagine they will honour that. I can see them going to Tampa Bay. The WrestleMania that never happened. The WrestleMania that should have happened. I can see them going back there. Yeah, I could see that. Rob says, do you think they will have a pirate theme still? I hope so. I really want them to all be in the performance centre with no crowd, all being forced to dress as pirates. I mean, what world is this? What world is this? It's incredible. That's exactly what needs to happen. They all need, and they don't need to be told until the actual day. So I want all the wrestlers to turn up and be like, right, let's try and put on the best show for the fans. So what we doing? And they go, okay, right, cool. Here's your costume. Here's your costume, and here's your parrot you've got to put on your shoulder. So, I kind of hope that they do still go full on with the pirate theme, because it'll make no sense whatsoever now. And for me, that just makes it even more enjoyable. So, yes. CM Punk return. I don't know, bud. I think if Punk was going to come back, they're not going to do it with no fans there. I actually don't know what this means, for big shocks and returns, because without that pop, what's the point? There was a show tonight in the UK called Saturday Night Takeaway, and it's like our big Saturday night show. I'm sure you have it wherever you are, like the big show on a Saturday night that the country watch. As is called Saturday Night Takeaway, and two of the best-known presenters host it. And at the end of the show, they actually had Ollie Murs, big famous singer here in the UK, and they actually had him singing a song. But they showed video clips of people from around the country. They had like 20,000 video clips that people had sent in over the week of people dancing to this song. And I just kind of thought, like, WrestleMania needs something like that. I think that would be really, really cool. Not people dancing, but just people, celebrating, watching WrestleMania. And now I know that they're going to have to film it in advance and it's not going to be live and all that kind of stuff, but you still got the atmosphere. Do you know what I mean? It still worked. Like, even though the people on the show tonight weren't live, they were still having a good time, and it added. It really added to the kind of end of the show, and I just thought, I feel like WrestleMania can still involve fans. I feel like there's a way forward, and I hope they do something like that. I love the shirt. I wasn't there. I think that's genius. I think they're going to sell so many of those. So many of those shirts. I've seen a lot of people absolutely loving that concept. So, just a real clever way of involving us. I wasn't there. And I think they can do even more. So, but this is what I'm saying. Yeah, it's just speculating, isn't it? Who knows? Who knows what we're going to encounter? Hello to Zach, hope you're well. Daze, I really hope WWE have got some special stage for WrestleMania. I'm sure you know, but it has been confirmed that WrestleMania will come from multiple locations, yeah. When they say that, though, when they say will come from multiple locations, they just mean it's going to be recorded in different places, because the whole thing's being recorded next week, so it is going to be multiple locations, but do you know what I mean? Like, it's not really going to count. It's not like WrestleMania 2, is it? Where we were going to, like, we had like 5 matches here, and then we did 5 matches there, and then we do 5. I don't think it's going to be anything like that. I think it's just going to be that a few bits going to be recorded in different places. Daze, what about Camille versus Thunder Rosa in an empty arena and only we can see it? I'd love that match. I've done a lot to try and get that match. I've put myself in harm's way to try and get that match. So, you know that I'm desperate for it. And I really hope that NWA are leaning that way for when we return. I mean, obviously, everything's on hold, so we just don't know at the moment. Lars Sullivan needs to return. Lars Sullivan needs to return. Maybe. Dave's going to get shout out. Green Yellow Army, shout out to you, my friend. So we've already touched on WrestleMania being recorded. We've already spoken about some of the other news stories that's out there. Gronk in particular is kind of the one that's getting all of the headlines at the moment. The other thing as well is that a lot of the shows, we haven't really spoke about this, but a lot of the shows leading to WrestleMania are being recorded as well. It's not just WrestleMania. SmackDown, Raw, they're all getting taped. In fact, SmackDown this week was taped. So, and you could tell from that dirt sheet segment. So, yeah, it seems like all the shows are getting taped. It seems like, well, we know that WrestleMania is being taped as well. And I agree that this is the right way forward, because I just feel that you can't take that risk. If the Performance Center does get coronavirus, then, you know, what do you do then? What do you do then? There is one more thing that we need to talk about, and I don't know if you've heard this news. Again, we've got 27 minutes until we'll go over to Thunder Rosa's stream. But I don't know if you heard about Braun Strowman. He has upset people a lot, because I don't actually know whose original post it was. I want to say Evil Uno, but I really could be wrong on that, so don't quote me on that. But someone, a wrestler posted just what was a really positive message of, you know, support wrestlers. It's something we've been saying. You know, NWA released a shirt that all proceeds went to the NWA. So you could buy this We Are Power shirt, and all the proceeds go to the staff that aren't working right now, the talent that's just twiddling their thumbs. I mean, Thunder Rosa's doing a live stream tonight. It's because she hasn't got a wrestling show to go to. It's the same with Camille. Camille's doing YouTube streams, and it's because she hasn't got a wrestling show to go to. And it's the same with cameramen and sound people and stage managers. You've got all of these people that are, I mean, to all intents and purposes, out of work right now. Well, Braun, and I don't know why he did this, saw this message of support people, yeah, like buy merch, all this kind of stuff. And he was like, he seemed to take offense to it. I wonder if I can find his actual comments, because it is incredible. It is incredible. I'm not going to... I mean, all I'm going to do is read out what he actually said. So, Braun Strowman said, here we go, with more of the somebody pay my bills stuff. If you can't afford to pay your bills, maybe you should change professions. That's why I quit strongman. I loved it, but I couldn't afford to live. So instead of making a GoFundMe or a Patreon, wanting someone else to take care of me, I went out and worked harder than I ever have in my life. What happened to being accountable for your own actions? That did not go well. That did not go well. The backlash was immense, because this isn't people saying, can you give me money? I don't want to work. This is people saying that because of the coronavirus, because of the fact that the jobs I had have now been cancelled, postponed, the work I had has gone. You know, help? Can you help? Can you, reach out to wrestlers and everything? Not just me, but no one can figure out where this has come from in regards to Braun Strowman coming out with this, because he's never seemed like that kind of person. He's always seemed like a really down-to-earth guy. I've actually met Braun Strowman, and I've got to tell you, he was absolutely lovely. He was absolutely lovely. He was a really, really nice guy. So, I don't know. I don't know where it's come from. He is getting a real backlash on Twitter over it. I've not seen a response from him, to be honest. I don't know if he's just laying low, or maybe he just doesn't care. I don't know. But yeah, very, very interesting words from Braun. Daze, Lance Archer was the one that posted. Okay. Thank you, buddy. In my head, I had Evil Uno, but I don't know why. Willow's Minecraft and More says, will we see Wrestling Daze versus The Fiend? No, I can guarantee that. You absolutely won't. Wrestling Daze versus anyone is not happening. So don't worry about that. I've kind of got to agree with Braun Strowman. Oh my God, here we go. Oh, Stephen, what are you doing? What are you doing, Stephen? Oh. Okay, let's read the rest of Stephen's comment before we... Steve, you're a brave man, Stephen. Here we go. Right, I've kind of got to agree with Braun Strowman. I mean, these wrestlers should have loads of money. Okay. Okay. So I think what you're saying is that the wrestlers should be getting paid better so that if shows do get cancelled, then it shouldn't be as big of a problem. I don't know. It's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult. Daze, imagine if WrestleMania Vince comes out dressed as Jack Sparrow. Yes, that's the dream. That's the dream, isn't it? Vince coming out dressed as Jack Sparrow. Amazing. Sean says, I still like Braun. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not going to hate on Braun because of a stupid comment. I mean, it's nothing more than what I think is a stupid comment. It's not as if he was like, racist or was bullying anyone. He just came out with, what he thinks is his thoughts. He thinks that people should earn their own keep, which, no, I don't think there's anyone that's going to argue with that unless you've, not able to, unless you've got like a disability or something along those lines, mental health issues, and you struggle with it, with going to work or whatever, then yeah, you should be supported. But I think, Braun saying that to wrestlers when their jobs have been cancelled, their work's been cancelled is very bizarre. Very, very bizarre. Very silly comment, in my opinion. The shirt was funny. Yes, the shirt was funny. I wasn't there. If you don't know what we're talking about, again, did a video on this earlier. I genuinely think it's one of the funniest shirts that they've ever done. Sometimes their shirts or things they try to make funny can be quite cringy. But this one I think is genuinely quite good. I wasn't there. I said as well, though, I still would have preferred I was there. It probably wouldn't have sold as well. I was there, but I'm a big fan of irony. I'm a big supporter of irony. So, yeah, I think I would have gone with an I was there t-shirt. What if Vince came out dressed as Edward Scissorhands? I've got no idea why he would do that. I don't see how that fits it. Was Edward Scissorhands a pirate? Don't know. What if Vince comes out with a load of rip-off DVDs? Like one of them pirates, a DVD pirate, and he's like, starts WrestleMania like that. He comes out with a load of like TNA Impact rip-off DVDs, and he's like, you want one of these? $1 each, yeah. I've got some of these as well. He's got like loads of a bag full of fake AEW shirts. He's like, look at this, I've got this one here. This is a Grape Cassidy shirt. Does anyone like Grape Cassidy? I've got a Grape Cassidy shirt if you want Grape Cassidy. I've got Moldy Roads as well. Does anyone like Moldy Roads? So we've got a Moldy Road shirt. We've got Grape Cassidy as well. So, man, he's got to do that. If it is going to be pirate themed, then he definitely needs to go in that direction. Shout out to Gaming Time 07. Hope you are well. Anthony says, when will New Japan return? I don't know when New Japan returns, my friend. I've kind of fallen out of the loop with New Japan a little bit. I know that they had a great match coming up of Naito against Takahashi, which I was very excited for. But I haven't seen what their plans are, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. What do you think the Cult of Wyndham is? Yeah, this is another big talking point at the moment. The Cult of Wyndham. So this is Bray Wyatt's supposed faction. Insiders Podcast are going to explore this with our very own community member Jody Gilly. So make sure that you check that out on Monday. That will be just before the Raw stream. What? Miss Rosa's around, is she? Hello. I'm round your house. Hey, Miss Rosa. I am round your house. Thank you so much for inviting me. I was telling everyone about the tea that you made that wasn't very good, but You tried, and that's the most important thing. But yeah, I'm round at Thunder Rosa's house. This is her dining room, and these are her sponsors. So PPW, the Shark. I think, isn't the Shark like some kind of Dragon's Den kind of show where you go on and tell people about like an invention that you've got? I don't know. NWA, The Rock. So, the White House as well, President Trump. So we've got all these sponsors. Thank you very much for inviting me around to your house. Thank you. Again, just trying to let people know that we are friends now. Rosa is going to kick butt. Yeah, she's a butt kicker. She's a butt kicker. And also, Miss Rosa, in 18 minutes, Mrs. Rosa, we will be watching your stream with Brian Rosa and Monica Rosa as well. Hello to Christopher Rogers. Shout out to you. Daze Carmella is not in the 6-pack challenge because she is self-isolating. Ooh, I haven't heard that news, to be honest. I haven't seen that news reported either, so interesting. Because you are in my living room. I am. That's what I meant. I am in your living room. This is your living room, yes. As I said, it's been wonderful spending a few hours with you and the rest of the Rosa clan. It's been lovely. Let's go, Rosa, says Mohammed. Look, people are psyched. People are looking forward to the Thunder Rosa stream. I'm waiting for the traveling ban. Well, good news, it's here. You don't need to wait any longer. It's arrived. No one can go anywhere. The traveling ban has arrived. Look at all this excitement for Thunder Rosa. Big pop for Brian Rosa. Yeah, big fan. I'm starting to get the impression that Brian Rosa would like some more of the spotlight. He was in the little video earlier that Thunder Rosa put out, and I don't know if you saw that video, but he made an effort to get into the video. He kind of he had the hood up, so he was like, don't look at me. I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be in the video. But still, he was there. He could have waited until the video was over, but he didn't. So my conclusion is that Brian Rosa wants to be more famous, wants to be more well-known. So keep an eye out for Brian Rosa when the stream starts. Thunder Rosa. The whole chat has been taken over by people just chanting Thunder Rosa. Well, that's good for my confidence. So, yes, we will be jumping over and watching that. Daze, do you mind if Undertaker puts AJ over at WrestleMania? No, I think he should. I don't think Undertaker should win. I think that Undertaker's time has not been and gone. I think that he's still a legend. He's still going to bring eyes to the product, but he needs that win more than AJ. AJ needs that win more than Undertaker, because what's Undertaker got to achieve now? I kind of feel like AJ winding up the Undertaker and then beating him at WrestleMania. I feel like that's a much more interesting story than Undertaker winning. So yeah, I would prefer it if AJ was to win. Shout out to signed Brian Rosa. # signed Brian Rosa. I tell you, I'm a big fan of Brian Rosa. I might get like a Brian Rosa face mask. I'm sure I can find a picture of Brian Rosa where I can print out a little face mask. Look, things are getting weird now, but I think we can all agree things got weird quite a long time ago. And if he wants to be more popular, we can definitely make that happen. So, in fact, look, he's starting to trend. I can see people starting to mention Brian Rosa. So, his time has come. His time is now. Feast your eyes, Daze. I wonder how the WWE 2K21 game will look like with an empty WrestleMania arena. Dude, it's just going to be glitch central, just like this year. So I wouldn't think about it. Thunder Rosa is amazing, says Andrew Johnson. She is Andrew Johnson. Feel free, Andrew, to let me know what you think about Wrestling Daze as well, mate. If you want, feel free. Don't mind me. I'm only sat here. Daze, there is a riot or a fight outside my house. Can't we have a scripted riot at WWE? You are hilarious. Not well. I'll ignore the not bit. Thank you very much, Mrs. Rosa. Look, Brian Rosa. Guys, in case you don't know, Brian Rosa goes by an alias, goes by a different name, lurks in the shadows. They call him the Shadow Lurker. Brian the Shadow Lurker Cervantes. Is it Cervantes? Cervantes? I've gone with that. That's your name now. So, Brian Cervantes. There we go. Brian Rosa in the house. How about this? Brian Rosa in the house. Just so you can find him. Right? Just so that you can find him and so that it's easier for him to stand out because I want him to be seen. I have now made him a mod of the channel. So whenever he puts a message in, his name will appear in blue so that he can stand out as much as possible. So there we go. Brian Rosa is now officially a mod on the Wrestling Daze. Brian Rosa, everyone! Brian Rosa! You're welcome. You're welcome, mate. Daze Akinfewa versus... No one would know who that is. Green Yellow Army. No one would know who that is. Andrew Johnson says Daze is... Or thank you, Andrew Johnson. I mean, not that you were prompted or anything, mate, It's not as if I'm playing second fiddle. Although, in all fairness, if you're going to play second fiddle, playing second fiddle to the current NWA Women's Champion... Do you know what I mean? That's where I belong. Right. What if you're going to NXT? What if I'm going to NXT? There we go. There we go. There's Brian. Look, blue is my favourite colour. Brian Rosa, everyone. Brian Rosa in the chat. Brian Rosa. Brian Rosa. Dreams have been... The boyhood dream has come true. I'm in big trouble. I'm not. I'm making dreams come true. They call me the Dream Maker. That's what they call me. That's what cherubs do. I spread joy, positivity. I make dreams come true. Come on. Brian, blue suit shoot. Blue Brian. Blue Brian. Blue Brian Rosa. That's what we've got. Little blue Brian Rosa. I don't know if you've seen Brian. I've seen a picture of Brian. He seems huge, right? I mean, the only reason that I'm even daring to talk about him is because there's a whole ocean between myself and Brian. So, yeah, Brian Rosa, blue Brian Rosa in the chat. Daze paid me money to say that he's great. And I tell you what, Anthony, that was money well spent. No, hashtag no regrets. Days at WrestleMania, Ali versus Jeff Hardy is being rumoured. Yeah, I've not heard that. Days, what rivalry do you think Undertaker should have after WrestleMania with his more real-life character? I don't know. Let me know in the chat. Who do you want to see? The real life... Undertaker in real life? How about our very own Dave in real life versus Undertaker in real life? Real life Undertaker versus Dave in real life? That might be quite interesting. Holly Dead, Thunder Rosa and Su Yung will be heading to England when this is all over. Yes, but we've got a plan for that. Because our community came up with the idea that as soon as anyone travels over here, I'm just going to fly in the other direction. So if you lot are heading over here, I can promise you, I assure you, that I will be on the first plane over to the USA. So it's down there for dancing, up here for thinking. And yeah, always be one step ahead. Always be one step ahead. Soap, hang on, Thunder Rosa. Talking about soap, that's going to get the community excited. Mint soap. All I've heard about for about a week, 2 weeks, is mint soap. That's all people are talking to me about. So I should imagine that that's what the empty shelves are in the supermarkets. I should imagine that it's just wrestling fans running out, snapping up all the mint soap. Rosa's going to turn heel. No, she won't. She won't. 9 minutes till Rosa's stream. Yeah, just a little bit less than that. Ciampa versus the Phenom. That would be awesome. Shaz, that would be great. Chase Carl loves WWE. Asks, do I hate him? Yes. Daze, do you think AJ Styles is going to run rings around The Undertaker? No, mate. I think you're getting confused with Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie. We've got space for you on the beach in Trinidad. Oh, Trini! Yes! Yes! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. When life hands you a lemon, get on a plane to Trinidad. That's the old saying, isn't it? So, Trini, yes, you and me, we're going to hang out on the beach in Trinidad. Oh, I tell you what. Live streaming from a beach in Trinidad. Amazing. Count me in. Shout out to Zach Stewart. I'm desperate for a shout out. Please give me one. No. Dave in real life says, I can't beat someone who is already dead. That's an excellent point. Daze hates no man nor woman. He is a cherub. It's true. I'm here to do nothing but spread positivity and joy. I've already made Brian Rosa's dreams come true by making him a mod on the channel. So, do you know what I mean? It's just what I do. It's just what I do. Daze, how is Linda doing? I don't know. Last time I saw her, she was in a hot air balloon, shouting the words to Miley Cyrus Party in the USA. I think that's going to be the open for WrestleMania this year. Don't quote me on that. Daze, is that your favourite shirt? You wear it a lot. Probably, actually. Yeah, I do really like the blue. I do really like the blue. I do, because my good friend Brian Rosa is a big fan of blue as well. So I kind of knew that we were chatting about it when I was in his kitchen, and he told me that blue was his favourite colour, and it was that time I thought, you know what, I need to make this guy a mod. So yeah, I'm wearing this for blue Brian Rosa. I am the cherub to the NWA cherub. You are, buddy. You are. Daze, who do you want to win, Fiend or Cena? I want Fiend. Mohammed says, Daze the Messiah. I'm not the Messiah, mate. I'm just a cherub. I'm just a lowly cherub on the ranking scale. Zach Stewart, shout out to you, buddy. Johnny Bates says, I'm the cherub to the cherub's cherub. This is getting extreme. I haven't even said hello to This Is the NWA podcast. I've seen them commenting a couple of times, but I haven't had a chance to say hello. I think we have now officially given up on the news. I think us talking about news and rumours, I think that's gone out of the window now. I think now we are now gearing our attention towards Thunder Rosa's stream. So, Daze, your laughter is cracking my daughter up. I'm sorry, I did not mean to break your daughter. And that's not the first time I've said that. Oh! Right, hang on. Let me plug in. I've got to plug in this. Hang on. Right, here we go. Right. Because I was all set up for Thunder Rosa's stream, and then as I was talking, my computer died because it wasn't plugged in. So, lol. So yeah, I've got to do that. Malcolm the Cup of Soup. Yes. Daze, can I be a cherub? Brian, yes. Brian Coleman, you are my second favourite, Brian. You can be a cherub, but I need you to know that you're my second favourite, Brian. Which isn't bad, is it, if you think about it? Oh, I do like Daniel, Brian. Ooh. No, Brian Coleman, you're my third now. Third favourite. So. Right. Guys, we're 4 minutes away? We're 4 minutes away from Thunder Rosa's stream starting. So make sure that you jump over onto YouTube and check that out, because obviously we're going to be watching that with her. You can ask her questions. I actually don't know what she's talking about. She's also got a friend of hers, Monica Rosa, is going to be with her. So, yeah, you need to jump over there. I can see there's about 8 people over there. Make sure that you're jumping over and that you're in her chat. I've never streamed a stream. This is some other dimension stuff. Are you streaming? Are you streaming? Are you streaming? Are you streaming this? Us streaming that stream? What? What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on right now. Are you streaming? Is this the NWA podcast stream? If I'd have known that, I wouldn't have streamed. I would have just let you stream, and then I would have jumped onto your stream. Hang on, let me have a look. This is NWA podcast. Let me have a look. Let me see. Are they streaming or are they just lying? Because I know what they're like, and I know what they're like. You're lying. You're lying to me. Telling me words that aren't true. You should have streamed. You should have streamed. You should have streamed watching this stream whilst we watch that stream. That's what you should have done. I'm always happy when he's wearing pants. I have got no idea what's going on in the chat. Just a wee Thunder Rosa impression. I don't think I could do a Thunder Rosa impression, to be honest. I'm watching you stream the stream. Oh, okay. What about Brian Alvarez? What about Brian Alvarez? Daze, what is your dream match? I've said many times, my dream match would be Undertaker Sting, but if they're not going to do that, genuinely Thunder Rosa against Camille. And I'm not just saying that 'cause we're about to watch her stream. I'm saying it because you know that's true. Right, make sure. Oh, okay, there's 34 people over there. That's good. Make sure that you jump over if you're wondering what the hell is going on. In fact, I probably should change the thumbnail now, shouldn't I? I'm going to change it to Brian Rosa. So when you look at it and you go, who's that in the thumbnail? That's Brian Rosa, who, I'm starting to think would like to be a little bit more famous. So I'm going to help him. That's what I'm here to do. As I said, I'm the dream maker. La, 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 la. There it is. There it is. Boom. Right, so I've changed that over now. Okay, we are literally a minute away. Go over, search for Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa on YouTube. And then you'll be able to join in the fun. You'll be able to ask her questions. And you might even see Brian Rosa. That's all I want. That's the only thing that I want from her stream, right? I just want Brian Rosa. That's all I want. I just want a Brian Rosa moment. Brian from Family Guy. He's good. He is good. Brian Coleman, you're fourth. Brian Coleman, you're fourth. I like Brian from Family Guy. I like Daniel Bryan. And I like Blue Brian Rosa. Brian Rosa. Daze, you should ask Monica out. Monica is Thunder Rosa's friend, and she is single, I think, ready to mingle. So if you are in the area, yeah, like I am, I'm in her house. If you are in the area, then and you're looking to mingle, I'm just saying, there's a lady over there. There's a lady on the stream that's I'm just going to throw it out there. You know what I mean? This could be a very interesting stream. Thunder Rosa is an amazing pro wrestler. She is. Daze wants to steal Rosa's husband. That's what this whole thing has been about the whole time. Yeah, that's what this whole thing has been about. Okay, there's a few technical difficulties going on, guys. There's a few technical difficulties. Pinky and the Brian. It was Pinky and the Brain. It wasn't Pinky and the Brian, was it? Come on. Human Detox. Have you even seen the show? It wasn't Pinky and the Brian. What are you on about? Brian Myers. Kurt Hawkins. No, I prefer Brian Coleman. There you go, Brian Coleman. You've won one there, mate. You're ahead of Brian Myers. Breaking news. Daze versus Brian Rose. No, have you seen the size of him? It's huge. What you on about? I'm a lover, not a fighter. Daze, who's your dream champion for each brand? Asuka. William says, I'm going to head over. Do it. She's got 80 people watching. That's amazing. Holly Dead versus Thunder Rosa versus Daze. No, I mean, I'd be guest ref for that. Make me guest referee for that. Let's do Holly Dead versus Thunder Rosa, and I'll call it straight down the middle. How about Holly Dead versus Thunder Rosa, Brian on a pole match? I'm just throwing it out there. Brian on a pole match. Brian Christopher. Yeah, he was good. Daisy, are you trying to get a date with Monica? No. I'm in a completely different country, so that's clearly not going to work very well. So, but what I'm saying is that there might be some people in the chat that are single, ready to mingle, maybe even like Pringles. So you can go over and say hello to. I don't know anything about Monica. Actually, I don't know anything. So. Daze, what was your thoughts about the Undertaker versus Lesnar Hell in a Cell match? Which one was that? Can't remember. I know they had a couple, didn't they? And Undertaker won one with a low blow, which I thought was a bit ridiculous. And then Lesnar beat Undertaker. I think Lesnar beat Undertaker by exposing the boards, did he? Thought it was pretty good. Thought it was alright. Thought it was a decent match. Holly Dead versus Camille. That would be good. Brian Blessed! Yes! Brian Blessed. Oh, you're right. Brian Coleman. Brian Coleman single! My fifth favourite Brian is single. We need to get Brian Coleman and Monica Lester together. That's what we need to do. My fifth favourite Brian is single. This is big news. This is big news. Daze, you're sure you don't want to marry me? Johnny, why do you keep asking? Johnny, why'd you keep asking me that? I don't understand. I'm single, you're single, it makes sense. Dude, what you want to do is you want to get over before Brian Coleman gets over there, because Brian Coleman is sniffing around on that Thunder Rosa one. Stream, let me tell you. It's all kicking off. Kevin Davis says Thunder Rosa fears Wrestling Daze. You're drunk. That's what you are, mate. Go home. You're drunk. Lenny says, I'm going to stay single until Camille becomes single. Why? So that you can be both single together? I mean, look, I'd say it's a long shot you getting in a relationship with Camille. I'm sure you're a great guy, but I think we can all agree that it's a long shot. Chalmers says, facts about Monica. What? A, she's single. 2, she made Thunder Rosa's sick jacket. That's all we know. That's all we know. Sean says, Daze and everyone in the chat, have no fear. Your official 3rd degree Wrestling Daze live stream chat commentator is here. Boom, 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 boom. Welcome, my friend. Welcome, Sean. Anna saying, please do not spam the chat. Daisy's not a man's man. He's a cherub's cherub, says AJ Parker. I love that. I am a cherub's cherub. Absolutely right. Can I just tell you? Can I tell you that she had 80 people waiting, yeah? Then she said, I've got technical difficulties. Now it's nearly 90. That's what I need to do. So whenever I start, I'm just going to send, I've got technical difficulties. And then 5 minutes later, then I'll start, because apparently you get more viewers. Incredible. I keep asking because you know it's inevitable. Well, I'm going to keep fighting the urge. I'm going to fight the power. What about Brainy Brian from Horrid Henry? This might shock you. This might blow your mind, Swamp Manor, but I have never seen Horrid Henry. I've never seen it. Help her out if she's having technical difficulties. The problem is there can be so many things that it could be. Plus, she has said before that she's got not the strongest Wi-Fi, I think. She said that they need to go and improve their Wi-Fi. In fact, yes, You're right. I forgot. I am actually in her house, aren't I? I am in her house right now. So, have you tried turning it off and on again? Oh, you should have seen the look that she just gave me. Oh, tell you what, that did not go down well. Oh, okay, I get in the you haven't got to do that. There's a few hand gestures going on now, guys. Let me tell you. Daze, do you think that Brock Lesnar is underappreciated? Yeah, I think he kind of is, but he doesn't help himself, does he? Do you know what I mean? Technical difficulties. Now that's euphemism. Ooh. Hello, vegan, by the way. How you doing, buddy? Hope you are well. Daze, Monica's DMs are open. Well, there we go. All you single, ready to mingle people in the US, the DMs are open. Tell her to turn it on and off. I did, didn't I? I just did. I literally just shouted that. Are you not paying attention? I thought you was watching this stream, watching that stream, or are you actually just watching that stream? I'm onto you. I'm onto you. This is the NWA podcast. Sexy people. Are you Roy from the IT crowd? I love Roy. And, what was his name? What was the other guy called? Moss. Love that show. Daze, what's your dream match? Brian Rosa versus Orange Santa. Oh! Blue Brian versus Orange Santa. Ah! Dream match. Blue Brian versus Orange Santa. Bucket Vince. Bucket in the NWA. I'm so glad Crockett Cup has been cancelled or postponed, because now we can get that match. Blue Brian versus Orange Santa. Ah, amazing. Hello, Daze. I'm on both streams. Well, look at you, straddling the internet. Shout out to Jackson Oak. Anador says, here we go. Daze, my favourite Brian is Brian Rosa as well, says Aiden. Yes. I need to find a Brian Rosa tweet and then I'll retweet it. Can we all follow Brian on Twitter? Let's see if I can find him. Here he is. Brian Rosa. He follows me, you know. He's changed his name. He's changed his name to Brian Rosa. Oh, what a legend. What a legend of a man. Hashtag legend. There we go. Brian Rosa is, I've retweeted him. Show him some love. If you go to the Wrestling Daze Twitter account, there you go. Look, if you go over to the Wrestling Daze Twitter account, he's actually changed his name on Twitter. He's changed his name to Brian Rosa. Why won't it focus? Come on. I'm having technical difficulties, guys. Oh, my God. What is going on? There it is. Look, Brian Rosa, hashtag legend. Make sure, drop him a follow, drop him a like, send him some GIFs, send him some blue things. If you know anything blue, he loves blue. We found out it's his favourite colour. So, Brian Rosa right there over on Twitter. You can do that whilst you're waiting for this stream to start. So, what a legend. Love that man. I told him, Brian. I've given it, yeah. Brian May. Oh, Brian May is pretty good, yes. I do like Brian May. Daze, how's it going? I've got a question. Will there be Dynamite this week? Yes, there will. It's not going to be the blood and guts that they originally planned. Ooh. I don't know where that noise came from. Ooh. Yeah, it's not going to be blood and guts. It's going to be a face-to-face between Matt Hardy and Jericho. Blue Brian to join the BW. I bet he loves the BWO. I bet he loves the Blue World Order. You're absolutely right. Brian Coleman says, Daze, I'd be up for getting to know Monica. That's my impression of Brian. If you go on Thunder Rosa's page, there's a new stream. A new stream? What do you mean? Okay. Guys, abandon the current stream. Look at the. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the thumbnail on this stream? It's like this crazy, blurry madness. That's what it is. What a thumbnail! If you're not seeing that thumbnail, I've got to show you this thumbnail. It's next level. I feel like it's a concept art. Here we go. Let's go over there. Look at that! Do you know what? All joking aside, I could not create that thumbnail. There's no way I could make that. I look at it. That is art. That is art. Do you know what? I want that. I'm gonna have that as my background. How do I? Here we go. That is so powerful. I feel like I'm gonna cry. That is such a powerful image. I haven't even joined it yet, but I'm gonna actually. Do you know what I mean? You've got to appreciate these things. Brian Pillman. Oh, Brian Pillman was good. Daze, there's a new stream. I'm gonna go on. Don't worry. Hey, look, get your beans, put them in the fridge, chill. Google Drive. Yeah, I'm going to click on it. Right, there's a new stream. If you're on the old stream.
So, let's get a band. Chat with y'all. I'm going to go back to this thing. Okay, so, how did we meet?
There we go, there's... You've noticed how they've put Monica at the front so that you can see Monica there. I feel like this is like an auction. I just want this art. That's all I want. Do you know what? I might seriously go out and get this made into a piece of art that I can have on my wall. It's so powerful. I feel like crying. Let me find this thing. Where is it? There. Boom. Do an impression of Douglas Rain. Who's Douglas Raynham? I don't even know who that is. Rosa's calling me out. Okay. Hang on. I'm trying. Look, is no one else appreciating the art? Is it only me that's appreciating the art? What's going on? Hang on. Let me... Oh, my God. Okay, Anna. I will be over there in a sec. Give me a sec. I love it. I'm telling you, people need to appreciate this for what it is. Rosa's threatening me now. Right, can we just... Look, I think that this perfectly sums up my relationship with Thunder Rosa. Can everyone just see and acknowledge the fact that I'm sat here, yeah? All I'm doing is having a lovely time, yeah? Look at this powerful piece of art. So, I'm looking at this, and instead I'm being called out and threatened. Do you know what I mean? What's that about? Boom. They said they wanted to go on a... They just said Daze wanted to go on a date with Monica. That's not like you lot to cause trouble, is it? That's not like you lot to stir. Here we go. Dave's my prediction for WrestleMania 30 is that Double H beats Darnell Braun. Darnell Braun? Right, they've got over 100 people watching them. How great is that? That's great. I'm on that stream. The thumbnail looks rubbish. What are you on about? Dude, you don't know good art. Douglas is the boss of Moss and Roy. Yes, he is. I think you can all see that I've clearly bitten off way more than I can chew here. I'm literally, all I want to do is I just want this art in the background and then I'm going to join their stream. But this is a nightmare. Boom. Daze, I sense a ratings war. Where? Who? What with? With what? I'm here, not between me and Thunder Rosa. I'm here to support her. She asked that we could be in her chat. I'm on the stream. She's threatening you again. She says she'll pay for you to come to the NWA. It's because she's got a crush on me. That's what it is. Thunder Rosa's going to pay for you to come to the NWA. I bet she will. I bet she will. Here come the money! Here come the money! Money, 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 money! Dollar, dollar! La 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 la. I would like to go to the NWA, actually. All I can hear whilst I'm doing this is my name being spoken about, and not in a positive way. That thumbnail is beautiful. This thumbnail is going to be the end of me. This thumbnail is taking so... I've never worked on anything so hard in my life. Honestly, I've been doing this for like 10 minutes to try and edit it and cut it down to the right size. Oh, Jesus. Look at that. That is beautiful. If I change this outside bit, then I think you'll appreciate it more. Daze, what the hell is going on? Who the hell is Rosa? Go over to her Twitter, buddy. If you go over to Thunder Rosa, search it on YouTube, you'll see that she's live right now. If you go over there, then you'll see Thunder Rosa, who is legit one of the best wrestlers in the world. Legit. I mean, if you're going to talk about the best female wrestlers, you've got to include her in the conversation. And she is doing a live stream right now. And we are joining her. We are, well, you lot are. I'm appreciating her thumbnail. Because I like art. Do you know, I appreciate the fine things in life. Do you know what I mean? Listing says you've got a crush on wrestling. Don't swamp their stream. I'm not looking for you lot to swamp their stream. Let them talk. I think they're trying to get Monica. If anything, let's get Brian Coleman a date with Monica. That's what I want to. That's what I want to encourage. I can't find a new background. This is a nightmare. I'm literally having a nightmare. You know when you start something and you instantly regret it? That's my life. That's my life. That's my life, that is. Starting things and then instantly regretting it. This is... Boom. Look at that. That is great. The whole feel of the stream has changed. The whole feel of the stream. Right, finally. After what, 20 minutes, I can finally jump in and join. Right, here we go. What's your favourite movie? I don't know, Cool Runnings. It should be easy, there's no crowd. What about Brian Cage? And that is the nicest art thing ever. Yes. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Right. Wow, they've got 130 odd people watching, which is incredible. Everyone that's gone over to join their stream, amazing. Shout out to my dogs. Broody Moped, shout out to you and your dogs. Brian Coleman says, if Monica's on Twitter, I'm so going to look her up. She is, but you've got to make sure. You've got to make sure that you follow Blue Brian first. Blue Brian Rosa. I want to make sure that he is getting the love that he deserves. So make sure that you're going over and following. I don't know how many followers he's gained. I don't know if you guys are following or if insiders have retweeted. I hope they have. I feel like Brian Rosa now is a big part of this community. Days Randy Macho Man versus AJ. Who wins? Macho Man. Days, is Monica on Twitter? Brian, you're coming across a little bit strong, mate. you might want to tone it down a little bit. But yes, I believe she is. Days, that is so beautiful. You should use it for WrestleMania. Thank you. Do you know what? I like about this? I like the fact that there is no way I could make that. I see a lot of things and I go, yeah, I can see what font they've used. I can see what they've done there. I could not make that. That's what impresses me. I'm impressed by it. Broody Moped says thank you a lot. Shout out to you. Days, can I be the priest in the Days church? Yes, you can be the priest. Days, you're the best. I'm not going to leave your stream. Dude, if you're going to leave my stream to go to the Thunder Rosa one, then I've got no problems with that. We wasn't going to stream tonight, but we've had a good chat for an hour. And now we're enjoying the Thunder Rosa live stream. I can see that there's people having fun in the chat. I can't read the chat. I probably need to pop their chat out a little bit, but... Rosa retirement match should be against Wrestling Daze, says Wrestling Daze fan. Well, then she ain't going to retire, is she? Daze, is John your pick or Bray? Bray. Daze, this is the weirdest stream that I've ever seen. Yes, this is what happens when you're not actually watching anything and it's completely unplanned. It's unplanned and we're literally just going with whatever happens. But at least once it's finished, you'll be able to say, well, that happened. That was definitely a thing that happened. Is Brian Rosa like Rob Van Dam with the ladies? He is like Rob Van Dam with the ladies, yeah. Can we get... Oh, my God. Do you think we can get a picture of that Rob Van Dam? You know Rob Van Dam when he's in the bed with the two women? Do you think we could possibly get that with Brian Rosa's face put on? Someone out there is going to be able to make that work. Make that work. Go and do it. Make it work. Make it a thing that happens. Your boy says, I'm going to watch both. Dave, since you asked nicely, I'll tone it down a little bit. Look, I'm just saying, for your chances, Brian, yeah? You know, I think you got a chance, but I'm just saying that for your chances, you might want to tone it down. Insiders said controlled chaos. Is that what we have right now? Richard Murphy says, one half of my screen is your stream. The other half is Thunder Rosa. There we go. London says, I've unsubscribed. Amazing. Where is Rob Van Dam? He's in Impact Wrestling, which is the same as not being on TV at all. Daze, who do you think would win, Orton or Edge? I think it's got to be Edge, hasn't it? It's got to be Edge. What is your... Okay, someone's asking, what is your go-to karaoke song? Days, Macho Man AJ. I answered that. I think it'd be Macho. London Askew. I wouldn't do that, bud. I wouldn't do that. Lenny says, I'm watching your stream. Shout out to you, buddy. Can we ask questions about Brian Rosa, please? That's what I want to know about. I want to know about Brian. I want to know... can we ask what his favourite movie is? Can we find out what his favourite album is? Can we find out what his favourite food is? What does he like to do on a Saturday night? Where does he like to go? You know, what's his drink of choice? Can we ask who's Brian's favourite wrestler? I want to know Brian's favourite wrestler. Oh, I hope he doesn't say Thunder Rosa. I hope he says Camille. Can you imagine if he says Camille? That'll be next level. That'll be next level. I want to find these things out. This is what it's all about. Feel free to chat at Monica as well if you want to. And also, can we get some appreciation for how sick Thunder Rosa's jacket is? Loving that jacket. Monica's is nice as well, but I'm leaning a little bit more towards the silver. Do you know what I mean? It's a nice jacket. Here we go. Insiders asking, who is Brian Rosa's favourite wrestler? Here we go. I want to get an answer to this. Is he even there? I don't even know if he's there. Sonny Wolf says, Daze, did you see my comment? I didn't, bud. No, sorry. I was changing the stream over. As you can see, I really like their thumbnail. So I've used it as my background, and it took me literally about 3 years to do, to hang it. Here we go. What's Brian Rosa's favourite album? How Blue is... How Blue? How Blue? Dave in real life asking the question, how blue is Brian Blue Rosa? Yes! Yes! Daze, off topic, how impressed have you been with Bruno Fernandes? Very, like everyone else. I do like Rosa's jacket. Hello, Daze. Sorry I'm a bit late. No worries. RTV, where it's a very serious stream. You know, we're talking about some very serious subjects. Brian Rosa! Is Brian Rosa here? Here we go. Is he gonna come on? We want him! We want him on! Come on, Brian! Come on, Brian! We want Brian on the stream! Brian! 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 Come on, Brian! I feel like I've got money down on a horse, and it's like, come on, Brian! Yeah! Come on! Yeah! Woo! Yes! The boyhood dream has come true! Yeah! Yes! Hashtag legend! I don't want Thunder Rosa answering these questions. I want to know from Brian. Brian. Boom. This is the NWA. Getting excited in their chat with Brian Rosa, the man, the legend. Brian Rosa! Brian Rosa! It's sweeping the internet. It's sweeping the world. We're all stuck in our houses going insane, but there's one thing that can unite the world right now. Brian Rosa. Brian Rosa is here. Oh, God, all I want for Mother's Day is Brian Rosa. I don't know why anyone's getting me a gift, and I don't know how they're going to get me a man. But, Brian Rosa! Brian Rosa! Sweeping the nation, sweeping the world. This will forever be known as the Brian Rosa stream. What is Brian's Twitter? Asks Jackson Oak. Yes, what is Brian's Twitter? This is so good. You could see in that little video clip earlier, he wanted to be a part of this. He desperately wanted to be a part of this, and you are making those dreams come true with all of this attention that you are giving to Brian Rosa. You know that inside he is thrilled. He is thrilled. Absolutely brilliant. Daze, are you a mother? Yes, I am a mother. Daze, you are lucky. Yes. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm celebrating, but Brian, yes, Broody Moped. I'll tell you why you're celebrating. Because we've stumbled across one of the most purest forms in the universe. Brian Blue Rosa. Hello, Monica King. Hello, Monica King. How you doing, buddy? I did send you a message earlier. I haven't had a chance. Sorry if you replied. We've been streaming, but yeah. Hey, welcome back. We've just been doing like a news and rumors kind of stream, and now Thunder Rosa is streaming right now, and yes, we're just watching that, and we're being very reserved. As usual. What is Brian's Twitter? Yes, let's shout this out. Brian's Twitter is at Brian Cervantes 4. Now, I don't know if there was 3 other Brian Cervantes that he had to kill to, be the only Brian Cervantes in the world. I don't know. But it's at Brian Cervantes 4. It's quite hard to find. So if you go to the Wrestling Daze Twitter account, then you'll find Brian on there. And he's changed his name. He's changed his Twitter handle. I think that's what they call it. He's changed his handle to Brian Rosa. If you don't know what we're on about, then Brian is Thunder Rosa's husband. And he's always been in the shadows. He's always lurked in the background. You know, he's always... Thunder Rosa's a very bright light. This is a shining star in the world of wrestling, and poor Brian just kind of lurking in the background. Well, not anymore. Not on my watch. So, here we go. Blue Brian Rosa stepping forward. This is the Brian Rosa stream. It is the Brian Rosa stream. I will change. It's a bit creepy. Everyone just asking if she's single. Who's single? Monica's single. Monica's single. They have spoken about it in videos before, so it's not like I don't think it's too weird. They have been trying to find her a date. I wonder if we could get like could we get like Brian Rosa and Monica together? Is that possible? I don't know. What if Brian Rosa beats Brock Lesnar? Plush, it could happen. Could definitely happen. Daze, the news for Raw is Blob Lesnar, the wee chump, will get Claymore punched by Drew Mack. Yeah, I can see it going that way, bud. Thank you. I'm glad to be back and get caught up on the videos. Well, yeah, look, dude, it's great to have you back. You might not have heard as well, but there is a podcast. So you can go to the Insiders Wrestling podcast. And that has been set up for our little community. So, yeah, you'll have to keep an eye out for the Insiders podcast. Dave's going to get a shout out. Yes, Conlon Milligan, shout out to you. I will never unsubscribe to the best YouTuber. You'll have to let me know who that is. Rowan says, Daze, my mom was nice enough to let me watch all of the stream. Shout out to Rowan's mom. Shout out to her. Hope she has a lovely Mother's Day tomorrow, if it is indeed Mother's Day wherever you are. Is Mother's Day on the same day around the world? I don't know. It is here in the UK tomorrow. What is the thumbnail? What is the thumbnail? GGO80. That is Brian Rosa. Brian Rosa is the thumbnail. And, yeah, he's the new hero of the internet wrestling community. He is, but behind every good woman, there's a man. That's the saying, isn't it? So, and this is the man behind Thunder Rosa. Yeah, feel free to still get across your Brian questions. People saying Thunder Rosa versus Daze in a death match is definitely never going to happen. Mama Daze and Wrestling Daze versus Thunder Rosa and Brian Rosa. Shout out to Super Yoshi Owen. Jose Cruz, shout out to you. London Askew, shout out to you. Monica King says, I am very single. Wow, I mean, I don't know. Monica's single as well, so if you want to go and hit her up, you can jump over to the Thunder Rosa stream, and yeah, there's a lady over there. Super Yoshi says, should I subscribe? No, don't bother. Josie Cruz, shout out to you. Oh, shout out to me. Thank you. Brian Rosa, the name change is complete. Brian Rosa, everyone. The hero. The hero of the streams. I honestly predict big things for Brian Rosa. I really do. He's right here, Brian Rosa, in our chat. Everywhere I'm looking. Look, insiders are asking Brian questions here. Guys, you're meant to be paying attention to the Thunder Rosa stream. I mean, in all fairness, there is over like 100 people watching that stream, which is brilliant to see. So, loads of people over there enjoying Thunder Rosa and Monica's stream. Although I am talking to you lot so much, I can't actually hear what's being said. But Brian Rosa is, yeah, taken everywhere by storm. You've said Brian like 600 times on this stream. Thank you for counting. Thank you. My goal is to get to 1,000. Daze, the other news for Raw. Kevin, no one. Dude, I can't even read those words. Brian Rosa. Yes. Brian Rosa. Monica King and Broody enjoying it. Daze, I am subtly trying to shoot my shot at Monica. What, dude, I don't. You really wanted to word that differently? Like, of all the sentences that you could have come out with there, trying to shoot my shot at Monica is horrific. Everyone is just chatting Monica up. It's not the best stream. Guys, what are you doing? Don't go chatting. Do you know what I mean? It's all well and good to go in and just, drop the odd message, but it's all about Brian Rosa. It's all about Brian Rosa. 2 + 2 = 4. Yes. 601. I don't know what that means. Daze, did you get the picture I sent you? Was it on Twitter? I haven't been on Twitter, to be honest. I'm going to give up on Thunder Rosa's stream. All the comments are thirsty or pervy. Well, look, I'm not encouraging that. I think that if you go over and, just say hello to Monica and whatever, that's fine. But I'm way more excited about Brian Rosa. Can I just, for the record, sit here saying that I'm not encouraging pervy comments? I'm sitting here encouraging Brian Rosa comments. That's what I'm encouraging. Thunder Rosa, who is your dream opponent? That's all right. That's an all right question. Monica might get to speak. That chat is like got a life of its own by the looks of it. Daze, did you hear that Jeff Hardy is going to be able to have No More Words song back? Yes, I did. Daze, you and Mama Rosa versus Brian Rosa and Thunder Rosa. He's from the UK. He didn't get that. I did not get that. 1 + 1 is 3. 602 for Brian, says Rowan. Daze, who else is trying to flirt with Monica? I don't know, buddy. I'm not over there. From what people are saying in this chat, though, it seems like too many people are trying. So I would definitely dial back on that. You've got the NWA Women's Champion over there. I'd ask her some questions. If you've not been over there before, she's a fantastic wrestler. So I don't know if Monica's getting all of the attention. Maybe throw some love to Thunder Rosa's direction, or I'm just gonna say, Brian, what are you? That's a really good question. I'm a cherub. They are thirsty for sure. Thanks, Daze. Thanks for the shout out. No worries, buddy. Daze, did you know that Matt Hardy is in AEW? Yes, I did. Did a video on it. I was watching it the other day. What are you going to do for Mother's Day? There's nothing you can do, is there? The whole world's in lockdown. So I think it's going to be a real sad kind of Mother's Day in a way around the world because people can't go out. But at least you got no excuses for not seeing your mothers. Nail says, I've asked a billion questions, but there's too many flirting comments going through. So I feel like I'm in the way of an episode of Blind Date. Yeah, well, look, I mean, if anyone in our community is asking stuff like that, I would politely request that we dial it down and instead ask some Thunder Rosa questions. Or what does Monica even do? What does she? I don't know anything about her. What she do? I mean, I don't know. Maybe Monica's been asked a bit too much. Maybe ask Thunder Rosa some questions. Ali says, can I get a shout out? Shout out to you. Do you think you would ever be a wrestler? No. I gotta tell you, if I was younger, if I was like, I mean, how old am I now? 21. So if I was 17, then I would probably look to start wrestling. And probably would go to wrestling school. I just feel that if you're growing up now, there's a lot more opportunity than when I was growing up. I didn't even know you could train to be a wrestler when I was growing up. So, yeah, I feel jealous. Jealous. Poor Monica, her Twitter is going to get bombarded. Forget poor Monica. Poor Brian. Poor Brian. Brian is being overshadowed. He's being overshadowed by Monica. Days, when do you expect the virus to last till? Next Monday. Days, do you miss the two greatest endings in all of sports entertainment? Did I miss the two greatest endings? No, I've seen them. Days, you're not 21. Rowan! How dare you? Are you saying I look younger? There's no more coronavirus in China. That's true. Thanks for doing the streams. It's been made. Quarantined is a lot more fun. Yeah. 21. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing, Monica? You are so young. Thank you. Yes, I know. It's YouTube. They say the camera puts like 20 years on you. That's what they say. So there we go. How are we all going to avoid spoilers for Mania? I think I might just have to accept the inevitable, but we will see. Well, look, we just got to keep our fingers crossed, haven't we? Thunder Rosa, who is your dream opponent? Monica, who's your favourite actor? It seems all right. Their chat seems all right. Their chat seems respectable. This is the first time I'm watching your channel. I just searched the stream and I just went to watch it. Shout out to you, Super Yoshi Owen. Appreciate the support, my friend. Thank you for joining us. We'll probably stick around for another 15 minutes. I don't know how long Thunder Rose is going to stick around for, but we'll probably stick around for another 15 minutes. Yeah, normally when we do stream, we tend to watch something at the same time. And I got to be honest, I don't really want to be taking over their stream. I'm quite happy to have a little bit of fun with it and shout out Brian Rosa. Show Brian Rosa some love. But I'm just going to let them answer the questions they're getting, you know. In regards to what we normally do, we might be doing WrestleMania 30 tomorrow, which is one of my favourite WrestleManias. Because that's going to be on ESPN. Definitely doing Raw on Monday. We're definitely doing NWA on Tuesday. NXT and AEW on Wednesday. So yeah, we've got plenty of streams coming up. And of course, don't forget Insiders Podcast. 2 shows next week, including a big one on Monday with our very own Jody Gilly. Nails and NY, it'd be really good to get you on that show, actually, because you do a lot of like the nails stuff, and I've seen a lot of your work, and it's brilliant, so you should definitely hit up the Insiders if you haven't already. Same with all of you. As I said, they are desperate for guests and input and comments and feedback, so make sure that you're hitting them up. Vape Ross Vape says, might have been my pickup lines days. Oh, Vape Ross, was you using some of those pickup lines? Yeah, that's probably where things have gone a little bit sour for you. Days, you're not 21, you're 20. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. If you do a podcast tomorrow, I will be here. Yeah, I mean, we might do WrestleMania 30. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. Anthony says, did you see me making it known that I'm the official bodyguard? I haven't seen anything, but I'm not going to lie. I spent a good 15 minutes just trying to steal their thumbnail and trying to make it my background. And then I literally spent the rest of the time shouting about Brian. So that's pretty much been what I've been up to. Days, the best match ever was El Torito versus Hornswoggle. WLC match. Days, I made it perfectly clear that I am the bodyguard and no negative comments towards Days. Thank you, my friend. Stop flirting with me, Daisy baby. Your nails are awesome too, but I'm not going on the podcast. I've got the same accent as Pac. So, no, you should go on. Just use one of those computerized voices. You know where they have to, when you've got like witness protection and they go onto the show and they like muffle the voice. They change it. You could just do that. You'll be fine. Shout out to Christian. Days, will you react to WrestleMania 30 like you've never seen it before? Do you know, it's funny you should say that. I've been asked that quite a few times. No is the answer. No, I'm not going to sit here freaking out like I've never seen it before. Days is the GOAT. Days, since WrestleMania is going to be behind closed doors, I expect Brock to beat Drew now. I'm not sure. I don't know. That's a really interesting point. I wonder if they will change any results as a result of this. Because they might want to save that moment for when the fans are there. Do you know what? That's a really interesting point. I never considered that. They might. The only thing I thought was that if they were planning to bring back CM Punk, they might hold off on that. Thunder Rosa, what's your favourite Marvel movie? Thunder Rosa, I want to buy one of your shirts. Thunder Rosa, who from the WWE would you like to see in NWA? That chat seems all right. I'm going to sound like the exalted one. Yes. I watched all of your videos, says Sean. Thank you, buddy. Accents are amazing, they are. WWE doing a New Japan and are doing a 2-night event that says the Notorious Nightmare, yes. Well, it worked really well for Wrestle Kingdom. So I feel like WrestleMania will go very well. I think they're really going to make the most of it. I'm going to be quietly confident. What is your real name? Thunder Rosa. Daze, the best match ever, WWE, God versus Vince McMahon. I'm back, Daze, and had at least question from Twitter answered, but not how blue is Brian Blue Rosa. Great, guys. Have we found out anything about Brian Rosa? Can anyone tell me anything about Brian Rosa? Did we find out his favourite film? I just want to know. I want to know as much about him. I'm tired, but I'm not going. I'm not sure JS17 that was the best match. CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan. That would be exceptional. I'm very excited for Sami Zayn versus Daniel Bryan. They should have Rowan and Drew win the first night, and the next night they unify the titles. They should have Roman and Drew. Oh, what? Unifying the titles, I'd be all for that. I really would be all for that. I don't think that you need 2 belts, like a WWE Championship and a Universal Championship. Hello, Sonny Wolf. Sonny Wolf, did we find anything out about Brian Rosa? Can you tell me anything about Brian Rosa? Days, I used to make loads of super chats as Prishwa, but my card got changed and it doesn't do super chats anymore, but I still join your streams. Haunted Radio, thank you very much for the support, my friend. Monica King says Brian Rosa is a god, and that is all we know. Do you know what? That's all we need to know, isn't it? That's all we need to know. I've got to be honest. I'm sad that Brian is married to Thunder Rosa because I would have married Brian. The smear effect is awesome. It's amazing, isn't it? The art. That took me 20 minutes. 20 minutes to sort this out. That is the thumbnail of Thunder Rosa's live stream. Jody says, I just listened to the podcast for Monday. Is it good? I bet it is. I'm excited. I am really looking forward to it. Can someone make the Gronk dancing video, but with Daze music? Or Firefly Funhouse? Firefly Funhouse would be good. Brian Rosa is God 69. Here we go. Chalmers says, facts about Brian. 1, he likes Thunder Rosa. He has to say that. 2, he likes NWA. 3, he's got an NWA jacket on. He's got at this moment. Yes, I did see him wearing that. Good news. Rosa hates Sammy Guevara. Days, sorry, pretty sure I've made things worse. She now wants to hurt you. I have done nothing. All I've done is sit here just being a cherub. That's all I've done. I've literally sat here and messed around with the background for 20 minutes and asked questions about Brian Rosa. Who's in our chat? Gary or Adam from This Is the NWA podcast. What? Who? What? Is that your favourite people? What's happening? Brian, what's your favourite film? Can you let us know? We want to know more about you, Brian. Can you tell us your favourite film, please, Mr. Rosa? Come on, guys, we've got Brian Rosa here. Now's our chance. Now's our chance. Daze, you've almost got 3 times more watches. Well, they should all go over there. She had nearly 150 people watching, which was incredible. Like for a stream out of the blue. I mean, I didn't even know we were going to be streaming, so kind of crazy. Brian Rosa is here. Well, he was. I don't know if he's still around. He might have just jumped in and then disappeared again. Team Daze says, Michael, we'll stick around for 8 more minutes. 8 more minutes. 4, he's the leader of the Blue World Order. Daze, you should search God entrances. It's really cool. I've seen it, bud. Daze, do called the challenge days. Me versus Rosa and Monica. Are you down for it? AEW is smart that they postponed. Yes, I agree. I agree that they're smart they postponed it. Here we go. Favorite movie? The Wrestling Daze podcast. You flirt. What a flirt. That's something I've just learnt about Brian Rosa. He's a big flirt. Mr. Rosa, what's your favourite food? What's your favourite food, Mr. No, can anyone else ask questions here? Why am I doing all the heavy lifting? Why am I the one that's asking all the questions? Make sure that you're going over to Thunder Rosa's stream as well. And also make sure you're subscribing to Brian Rosa, who tweets Brian Rosa updates every day. I've been watching since your first video. Thank you, buddy. Brian Rosa is in gorilla position on her stream, overseeing everything. Yes, he will be. Of course. I've enjoyed tonight. Thank you for streaming. Thank you, Dave, in real life. Appreciate it. Daze, my favourite match is Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker, WrestleMania 25. That's one of mine as well, buddy. One of my favourite matches. I'm not just saying this, right? I promise I'm not just saying this. But my favourite matches of this year, when I think about it, I've got 2 that come to mind. One is Thunder Rosa versus Allysin Kay from Hard Times, I think it was. That's genuinely one of my favourite matches of the year. And the other one is that brilliant tag match from AEW. Those are legit 2 of my favourite matches. Favourite food, English Daze muffins. I'm telling you, the flirting is next level. I hope you're all taking lessons from Brian Rosa here as to how to woo someone, because that's exactly what's going down right now. I feel like I'm being wooed. English Daze muffins. That's what I'm going to call my kids. Jody Gilly says, it's awesome. You are going to love it. There is so much Bray stuff and lots of laughs. I do not doubt that, Jody. I know that people are very excited for it. So, yeah, there'll be plenty of people tuning in. Daze, I sent you a DM on Twitter. Can you please reply? Brian, I will once we're done streaming. And as we said, that'll be in about 5 minutes' time. And then we will finish this completely ad hoc stream that came out of nowhere. But it's been fun. Nails and NY says, Daze, I've just realised I've not spoke to you about Brody Lee. It's very important that you know that, OMG, I love Brody Lee. Thanks for listening. It was a very cool moment. I couldn't believe they actually did the Matt Hardy and Brody Lee moments in the same week. I was very surprised that they didn't save Matt Hardy for this week. Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure the show needed it. I don't know if it was a good or a bad thing, but I suppose they had to do it for Blood and Guts. But now that Blood and Guts has been moved, you'd kind of think, like, they probably should have pushed it back a week. But, yeah, I mean, I'm hardly going to complain. This is the NWA. Shout out to you. Love those guys. And Brian Rosa loves you as well. Just so you know, this is the NWA. You are so over with Brian Rosa. And there's not anything more exciting than that right now. Did you know you're getting 2? I did. Yes, I heard. Daze, I called the challenge of you and me against Rosa and Monica. Are you down for it? No. No. Absolutely not. Monica likes toast and blueberry bagels. Well, there we go. Breaking news. There we go. I didn't even get a chance to watch the end of that, but the Thunder Rosa stream has finished. And yeah, I hope you guys managed to ask the questions that you wanted to ask. And managed to speak to Monica and speak to Thunder Rosa. Obviously, you know, Brian. I did not good, boss. You did not good. Okay. Was the old double swerve oldest trick in the book? Brian Rosa, who trained you? Who was your mentor to get into wrestling? She accepted. Well, I won't be there. Rosa said good night, everyone, and then their stream ended. Daze, my questions were getting skipped, so I stopped asking. Well, you know, it's always next time. As long as your questions were respectable, then yeah, I can't see why they wouldn't answer them. Travanti, thank you for joining us. As we said, we'll be sticking around for about 3 minutes, and then we will go ourselves on this very strange. I mean, it is. I will change the title. This is now the Brian Rosa stream. That's what tonight's all about for me. Rowan says, "Don't go, don't go." I know, mate. I know, but we might be back tomorrow. We might be back tomorrow for WrestleMania 30. What do you think about Edge versus AJ? That'd be a good match. John Cena versus JBL. I Quit was my first match ever. Daze, as always, it's been enjoyable and entertaining. You are the best. Shout out to you, Sean. Thank you for joining us. Why doesn't WWE use wrestlers in the audience? I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest. I think they'd be too distracting. We were kind of talking about this earlier. I really like how AEW did it, but I just don't have the confidence that WWE would be able to do it as well. Daze, you are awesome. So are you, my friend. Shout out to Senitima. Is it Senitima? That's a nice name. Semitina. Don't leave. Don't leave. Come on, guys. Come on. It's going to be all right. Yeah? We can get through this. Everyone's going crazy, aren't they? Everyone's losing their minds. Can I just tell you as well, yeah, if you do get any, like, Brian Rosa withdrawal symptoms, if you do think, like, man, I need a Brian Rosa hit, the picture on the watch along now on the live stream is of Brian Rosa, just so you know. I can tell you, I didn't know this. I can tell you that we've been streaming for 1 hour, 57 minutes. You know me, I've got to get to round numbers. So we'll stick around for 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. Rusty Shackelford. No one puts Rusty in the corner. Shout out to you, buddy. No one tells Rusty what to do. Lots of smiles from Rusty. Brian Rosa says, thank you so much. I picked up 2 more followers. I'm on my way to being famous. Yes! Yes, guys, you did it. You came through. At least 2 of you heeded the message that Brian Rosa was on Twitter and that you should go and support that great man. 2 brand new followers for Brian Rosa. Guys, really, is that the best you can do? Kind of embarrassing us here. Two extra followers. Who did not follow Brian? Let me know in the chat if you followed Brian right now. I want to know. Do you follow Brian Rosa on Twitter? Yes or no? I want answers now. Seth says 24-hour stream. Yes. Super Yoshi. I want answers on if you follow Brian Rosa or not. Brian is a stand-up dude. He is. If you could have a drink with one wrestler, dead or alive, who would it be? Brian Rosa. I'm not lying down for no one, especially the coronavirus. William says no. Dude, you need to go and follow Brian Rosa. I followed Brian. Well done. This is the NWA. Of course you do. Seth says, I didn't follow him. Well, make sure you do. Daze, I'm going to DM you with an idea for Mania weekend. I don't book WrestleMania, but you want to go to @Vince McMahon, ping your message over there. Rusty Shackelford says, does Brian follow Rusty? Ooh, big question. Logan says no. I really enjoyed the stream. Shout out to you, Wrestling Daze fan. I cannot deny or not deny. Dalton says, my Twitter isn't working. Broody says, I don't have Twitter. Broody, I can tell you, you're missing out on a lot of fun on Twitter. There's a lot of bants that goes down over there. Daze, whilst football is off, would you recommend watching AEW? I've never watched it before. Yes, 100%. 100%. And the Thunder Rosa YouTube channel. Don't forget, Thunder Rosa at the moment, she's very, very close to being able to monetize her channel. So it's kind of important that we help her out and, watch some of her videos so that they can monetize. Because again, there's a lot of wrestlers that aren't in work right now. So if they could monetize that channel, that'd be awesome for them, just be a little bit of money coming in. Daze, WWE believes Brock won't make it to the tapings. Yeah, he's apparently stuck in Canada, isn't he? Which is a big, big concern. Brian Rose has got 3 new followers now. Rob, yes! Brian Rosa! Brian Rosa! Love that, man. I wonder if he's got a book out or something, like where we can follow his teachings. Do you know what I mean? All Delete Wrestling. William says, I'm Team Rosa, but not so much Team Brian. How dare you, William? How dare you? How do I become a follower of yours? You can't, Tim. You can't. I live in the background. I made a Twitter just so I can follow Brian, says the demon Isaac Balla. Yes. Daze, don't forget, we get NWA Power on Tuesday. We do. How does WWE get the title from Brock? They don't. They are never going to get that belt back. That's it. It's done. Stuck in Canada now. Brock's going to start his own promotion. Brock Wrestling. Brock Wrestling, that's it. No, I do not follow him. But Daze, your stream has been excellent. And I will follow him. I don't want to leave your stream right now. I know. I don't want to go either, to be honest. I've been sitting here going, okay, once we get to that time, then I'll go. And then I was like, okay, well, once we get to 2 hours, then I'll go. But now we're over all of that, and I'm still sitting here not wanting to go. But look, that's the sign of when you've had fun, isn't it? When you don't want to leave. Plus, also, can we appreciate this art? Can we appreciate this art? So good. It needs to be in a gallery with like old people in front of it going, yeah, I see what they've done, yeah. That's what it needs. Needs proper appreciation. I love spam. I cook spam. Brian says, little known fact. Here we go. From the man of the hour. There's no two ways about it. Little known fact. Me and question mark have never been in the same room. Oh, guys! Oh, what is going on? Have we now just found out the identity of the question mark? What an amazing moment. I knew it. I knew there was something about Brian Rosa, and I was like, what is it? What is drawing me in with this man? What is it? I don't know what it is. And now I get it. He's the question mark. He is the question mark. Brian Rosa is the question mark, and he's got all of that Mongrovian sexiness behind him. Yeah? No wonder he was like flirting with Thunder Rosa. That's his wife. No wonder that they were always hanging out together as well. Oh, this is insane. What a big thing to find out. Look at this. This is the NWA Scoops. Yes. Oh, do you know, I felt like we were hanging around for a reason. Do you know, it just felt like there was something in the air. It felt like something was going to happen. It's like, I don't want to go, but I don't know why. Boom! An atomic bomb of breaking news just drops on the stream like that. Ah! What a moment. What a moment. In my mind, Brian Rosa now. I want to make a wrestler named Spam. OMG, says Super Yoshi Owen. Brilliant art, says Rowan. I know. Guys, we are going to have to go. There is nothing that can follow that massive bombshell. Huge. The whole of the NWA has just been cracked open. One of the biggest mysteries in wrestling has been solved. The love for Brian is real. Follow that man. He'll lead you to places that you didn't even know exist. Monrovia. That's where he'll lead you. He'll take you straight to Monrovia. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a lovely time. I hope you're all hanging in there, keeping sane, keeping safe, keeping healthy, looking after each other, being considerate. So really do appreciate the support, my friends. Nothing but love to Brian Rosa. Dare I say, my favourite Rosa. I don't know if that's overstepping a line, but you know what I mean. In fairness, the other one, the Thunder one, she has been threatening to hurt me on a consistent basis, so shouldn't be the biggest surprise in the world. But yeah, Brian Rosa is dropping some bombs. Right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully see you again next time. Bye for now.